small symptom that you are trying to, relieve or suppress may be a sign of something huge that you are going through. And so you want to go through the proper channel. You want to go and sit with a doctor and discuss your symptoms so that if there is anything severe that's coming up, this is not to scare you guys. It might be nothing. It might be just a simple, dehydration headache. But what if it is not? What if it is not as innocent as it is? What if it means something else? What if it leads to a bigger diagnosis that you need to seek treatment immediately? Then it means you've just delayed your self-treatment. And when it comes to treatment, you want to do things as fast as possible. Hey guys, welcome back to Ronji Health Tips. This is your girl Ronji, and as usual, I love speaking to you guys on matters health. And on this channel, we don't go deep. We stay on the surface, okay? We just tunachungulia tu on matters health, and that is something I love doing with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's episode is about self-medication. That is something a lot of people do. That is something I've done before, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't do it anymore, okay? Because now I know the information I'm about to share with you, okay? There are consequences to that, and we're going to discuss them shortly. But first things first, if this is the first video you're watching on this channel, go ahead and make it your home on All Matters Health. We love discussing whatever that can help us when it comes to health, okay? All right, let's go right into it without wasting your time. Self-medication simply means when you feel unwell, you don't go through the proper channels of seeking treatment. And that includes visiting a doctor, doing some tests if there is a need, doing some scans if there need be, doing, all sorts of investigations, and then coming out with a prescription and going to the pharmacy to get medication. A lot of people don't do that. They go straight to the chemist to get drugs, okay? And so there are consequences to that, but before I mention them, allow me to, put out a disclaimer that, I would understand why one would walk from their house to the chemist to buy a drug they're not even sure of. I've told you in my other videos before that we are living in a very difficult time, okay? Financially, right now, the economy is so messed up, it has messed up everything. And I've told you, when I use the word messed up, I'm actually restraining from using another word. Sorry, it is. And so I would understand why people would want to cut corners here and there. And it is sad that this has to be done even on issues as sensitive and as important as issues health, okay? And so majority of people who go to chemists directly when they feel sick to get drugs, sometimes they're not even sure of, what is ailing them. They're just trying to, relieve themselves of the symptoms they're experiencing. Majority of those people are trying to cut costs. Either they don't have the consultation fee to go see a doctor, they don't have the time to go to a facility, a public facility, which I understand offers some bit of, lower cost medication. They don't have time to go and, queue on that facility for a whole day. And so that has discouraged a lot of people. That encourages self-medication, because now when they are feeling unwell, they walk confidently from their house to the chemist and they order that which they think is going to be of help to their health, okay? There are consequences to that. If there is something we cannot compromise, I know times are difficult, but if there's one thing we cannot compromise is our health, because at the end of the day, we want to give health the priority that it deserves, and that's why today I want to share with you these consequences. Consequence number 1, incorrect diagnosis. Hujui kile una deal nayo. I don't want to say kitakuramba, but it's the talk of town now, okay? Haujui ni nini actually una deal nayo. Wewe unasikia tu ni kichwa inakuuma, so unaenda kutibu kichwa. When hiyo kuumwa na kichwa, it could be actually a symptom for something else that is serious. Number 2 consequence of, self-medicating is that you are delaying proper treatment. Najua mnapenda kusema mapema ndio best. That statement is even more significant when it comes to health issues than in political issues, okay? And there is a third one. There is a third one, which is dependency and drug abuse. We are going to mention it before we wrap up the episode. Number 1, incorrect diagnosis. All right? And I'm going to use an example of a headache. A headache can make you very uncomfortable. And it could be as due to other illnesses that you may be experiencing that you don't know. A headache could be a symptom for hormonal changes in women. It could be a symptom for dehydration in both women and men and children. It could be a symptom for stress, Kuna mawazo mengi paka unasikia kichwa inataka kulipuka. And then unaenda chemist unanunua dawa ya kichwa. Probably utapewa pain reliever, unakunywa, una feel better, unarudi nyumbani. We haven't dealt with your issue. We've only dealt with your symptom. Okay? If the issue underlying was stress, it will come back again because you haven't dealt with it. If the issue underlying was hormonal imbalance, it will come back again. If the issue was dehydration, itarudi tena kwa sababu what you've treated is only symptom. You've incorrectly diagnosed yourself. Suppose you go for something stronger like an antibiotic and you do not know the specifics. So you order any that you think can work, any that has worked for you before, yet whatever issue you had, whatever infection you had, required for you to use another type of antibiotic. You are still going to, not get helped because you have diagnosed yourself incorrectly. All right? And so that is just one of the consequences of self-diagnosing. And we do that not just to ourselves, but, sometimes to our children, sometimes to the people we take care of, our partners, anybody around us. We do not seek to go through the proper channels of treatment before we get to the drugs that could actually help them or help us. Consequence number 2 of self-medicating is that you are giving yourself a delay in proper treatment. Remember, you do not know what is ailing you. And so whenever you suppress those symptoms by taking drugs over the counter, you are giving the illness time to grow and develop in your body. If you are dealing with something as serious as, let me say, an infection, and you keep on suppressing the symptoms, you keep on taking the pain relievers and painkillers, that infection inside you is getting worse by the day. And so when you have something that is uncomfortable in you, when you're feeling ill, when you're feeling sick, go through the right channels. Get to the bottom of it. Don't just treat the surface. Go sit with a doctor. They've gone to school for all those years just to be able to know what exactly is ailing you. Discuss with them your symptoms. Tell them your history. And we've talked about this before on some videos. Go ahead and check them out. Discuss with them and, let them get to the bottom of why you are experiencing a certain symptom. And when they get to the bottom of it, when they give you medication, it's actually going to help you. If you delay medication, when you keep on suppressing some of these illnesses, by the time they get severe, by the time you decide, now let me go and discuss with the doctor about it, they've gone to another level. They've become more severe, they've advanced, and so you wasted a lot of time, good time that you could have used to actually treat and seek medication for your illness, okay? A lot of conditions can be treated if they are diagnosed early enough, okay? And a delay in medication, a delay of treatment can mean a lot of difference between saving your life and eventually losing it, okay? When it comes to health issues, you want to give it priority. Your health does not wait for you. Other things can wait. And I know we are living at a times whereby we are always chasing money. We are always busy trying to catch up with the economy, which is very much messed up. But with all that considered, you want to give yourself priority when it comes to health matters. And so the earlier the best. Go seek treatment from a doctor. Sit with them, discuss with them your symptoms. Let them get to the bottom of it and let them prescribe something that will actually be of help to you. Number 3 consequence of self-medication is the risk of dependence and drug abuse. Now, because you are used to going to the chemist to get that pain reliever, you'll always be going to the chemist to get it, okay? And with time, in your mind, you're going to, think that without it, you can't survive. That is what we call dependency. And so you are going to increase the dose. If you are taking 1 tab of Panadol, you're going to, start taking 2. You're going to start taking 3, some even take 4 eventually, and higher. That is what we call drug abuse. You're not supposed to do that, okay? Because that in itself has got a lot of consequences again. In order to avoid all that, just go and speak to somebody who can help you. Go see a doctor. It might seem like you're saving some cost at the moment, but eventually you are going to spend much more. When the disease has become severe, you are going to spend more time, even away from your family when you get admitted, for something that you could have been treated as an outpatient patient, all right? And so it doesn't save any cost at the end of the day. Just walk into a facility and explain your problems and let the person in charge give you the correct medication. What did I forget, guys? Remind me in the comment section. Have you ever self-medicated yourself or anybody close to you? How did it go? Did you get help? Did you get relief? But eventually, what happened? Share with us in the comment section. That is something I'm eagerly looking forward to listen to. And if you're doubting something, if you have any question, go ahead and ask them. If I can't answer, I'll consult with those who can answer, and I'll bring back the comments, I'll bring back the information that you so much need. Above all, we wish you nothing other than good health, and it's always a blessing speaking to you guys. And until we meet on another episode, God bless you.